Hello and welcome back to RC Time. Since I last see you, I've finished the retracts, installed the servos, got the wing ready for top sheeting. Being a small model, the retract servos not standard, nicely put in a case and screwed in. Little plate put on to strengthen the bottom of the wing, glued to it. And I try and get him up against the edge of a wing spar so that you've got something else to glue to. Use epoxy glue. They aren't going to come out, and if they did come loose or out, they can't move very far, so you probably wouldn't even lose the airplane over it. Just the nature of small wings. A large wing, you know, I would make up a proper housing for the servos and have them all screwed in. So that's that one. So I'm now going to sheet the top wing. Now, if this was a large airplane, I would use PVA white glue, wood glue, and I would do each bit and pin it. And obviously you've got lots of drying time and that. On a small airplane like this, I'm pretty happy to use medium velocity thickness super glue, CA glue, and we should be alright with that. So I'll show you how I generally do the sheeting. I ain't doing a one piece one like I do with the underneath bit. I'll do each bit separately here. The key to me is once I get these in, it's these bits here not being weak, not moving when I sand it, and being joined nicely. So to help support them and keep them nice and level, I put in little strengtheners, and I'll show you how I do that now. Alright, basically I'll cut a few strips from my scrap around about 1 inch wide. Length don't matter at this stage. And then what I shall do, that one's too small, we won't worry about that one. That one here, I'll snap a piece off roughly to the right length. You can cut it neatly if you want, or snap it, it doesn't matter, nobody's going to see it as long as it fit in there and as long as it does what we need it to do. I make a little tool up. I make one of these up for every airplane because I'll lose that before I finished. Basically, stick that in. I'll stick this underneath about halfway, push up on there, and I'll just run a little bit of thin CA glue in that. And there we go. There, that bit's on. And then I shall do that for that one, and that one. Won't take many minutes, but then when we put the two joints together, we'll have a nice joint. So I'll quickly. There we go. This will also stop when we fiberglass later on. If these areas are too big between here, I have had in the past where the wet fiberglass has actually caused the wood to warp and ripple over the spars. Obviously these strengtheners on these joints will help to prevent that as well. Thicker wood obviously helps. This is I would say 1.5mm. I have done sheeting in 1mm before when I've really wanted to go for lightness, and the risk of warping is even more prominent with thinner wood. There we go. So that's as simple as that. So now when I put my sheeting on, butter nice and hard. I've now got something to work with, and as you can see I get a lovely join there now. So I mean, we won't glue that at the moment, even though that glue was wet there. Typical. Just see how that back on, that'll be alright. Right, okay. So I will use a medium glue now. So it's just what I like to do, because I don't like excess glue, due to the fact any excess glue will cause the next sheet to lift up, so I don't want that. What I should do is just measure along here. Just mark the width. Where to bring the glue to, and we're going to have to just drop that wheel out there a bit. There we go. Right. Okay, so using the medium philosophy glue, I shall just put some on here. The medium doesn't go off as quick as what the thin does. Thin is near enough instant. This medium will, you know, I'll sit on the top of the wood here for a couple of minutes. It'll give you a little bit of work and time. You still have to be reasonably quick, but not as quick. There we go. Let's get this edge first. Hold for a minute, because like I say, this is not going to go off as quick as thin glue does. There we go. And then along here there'll be a few places that aren't glued, so it's running some thin glue. But a lot of it, because of the little plates we put in, a lot of it is glued and level. So it's just a little bit of extra strength along that bit. There, that's one sheet put in, and then repeat the process. And then it's down to sanding. There we have it. Nice, strong, solid wing. Little bit to go in there, a little bit on there, and she's ready to sand. And then we can shape her, and she'll be getting there. So a fair bit of sanding yet. Now, later on, I was going to show you fiberglass, but due to the size of this model, it's not what I'd class as a large model. I've decided to go with basically what I would class as pond sealer, which is easy coat. It's still fiberglass and as such, but using easy coat instead of resin, which is a 1-pack resin, and the benefits is weight, basically. Cost, I wouldn't say there's no difference in cost. Strength, I've done a few trials before. There isn't a lot of difference. Your wing is strong from its internal structure and the sheeting. The fiberglass is just a protective surface, so they ain't really giving you what I'd class as structural strength. So it isn't going to make a lot of difference on the strength. What does make a lot of difference is weight and sanding. It's very easy to sand, and you can end up with a lot lighter model from using the easy coat. So I think anything under about a 70-inch wingspan, I would say that that's worth using. Anything over a 70-inch wingspan, then I would go with resin and do it that way, which is, like I say, it's proper glass then. A lot harder to sand. You need to try not to make too many bubbles or runs or anything like that, because you'll know about it and you'll be there for hours. Whereas the easy coat is extremely easy to sand, and yeah. So, but on a smaller model like this, I think I will go for using easy coat. On silly little models where the tail plane has been just a sheet of balsa, basically, usually we'll double the thickness of that and just rounded edge. I've even not matted at all, as in putting fiberglass cloth on, but actually just used the easy coat and given it like 4 coats of it, and that will protect the wood enough to get a good surface for your paint and stop fuel or damp or water getting into the wood. So, you know, on very small models I'll do that. But like I say, so we won't fiberglass, we will easy coat this. Okay. Right. This is now going to be down to sanding, which should be quite easy. And hopefully minimal. there won't be a lot of sanding on this. I'll do it rough. There'll be more sanding on these edges, you can see, but they'll be easy enough to do now. So that'll be this leading edge. So see any gaps, anything you're not happy with, run a little super glue in it. There we go. There's a little bit of work left on that leading edge, but basically as quick as that, that's sanded down. I can then go over it with a nice smooth block. That'll take me a little bit longer, and then she'll be ready for the square piece. It's a 6mm by I think 12 or 14mm, so it'll be wider than the wing all down here, so that'll then be glued on. I will probably white glue that on and leave it overnight, and then that'll be ready to shape. But that'll only be soft balsa, so that will shape quite quickly. So yeah, and we're getting there. So I think with that, I shall leave you to it. I shall tidy this wing up, and I shall see you next time.